Okay, this is a crazy one, but I have my son Rivers. I am assembling a video journal library for him in case the experts are right about my timeline. At one point a couple years ago, I asked people who had a parent die when they were young, what they wish they knew about their parent. I use their answers as fuel for my journals. You did not know your dad. What are a couple things you wish you knew about him?
Yeah, I'll see if I can get through this. It's a great question, and coming from you, I couldn't appreciate it more. I mean, the first thing that comes to mind, really, not having known him or getting the opportunity to know him, of course, I think just deep down, I just would have wanted to know just, if he loved me and how much. I get the idea that he did. But the other nice thing would have been just having, someone of my own blood give me some insight of and what it would be like to grow up and be a man, a good man, and I feel like I had to figure that stuff out on my own, and just a few guidelines would have helped, and really there's probably no one that you'd trust more than your dad. And by the time adolescence came along, I didn't really trust any adults, and all the adults, I was just having a hard time at that point, and I'm thinking he might have been able to help me through some of that. But someone was really kind enough, and it's a very long story how this all ended up, but I ended up with 4 songs of him singing. Yep. And I just heard him for the first time last month.
Really?
Yeah. And, the cool thing, he was kind of, I mean, it sounded good, the production was good, his voice sounded great, and it was kind of like, at the end, it was probably early 70s, so it was kind of the end of the crooners, and it sounded like he was maybe kind of getting more towards folk, but, so kind of that Gordon Lightfoot kind of thing, Wichita Lineman, that kind of thing. But the cool thing was, Steve, is he was fucking good. So I was really, really proud of him. And, I wish he was around now, and I'd like to think he'd be proud of me, and now I get to be proud of him, which is a real cool thing.
Thanks, man.
I knew this was going to come in handy for something, but I didn't know what. Steve Gleason sitting in for Barbara Walters this week.